Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make bubble gum that's flavored the same as all the flavors you would find on a normal Thanksgiving Day dinner plate. In the past, I made Willy Wonka themed desserts such as everlasting gobstoppers and lickable wallpaper, and I'd never made the 3-course meal gum before, but this is about as close as I got to it, and I just decided to make it a Thanksgiving one. So I hope you watch this and enjoy this video. So today we're going to be cooking a whole turkey. This is my first time cooking a whole turkey, so if it's your first time, perfect. We can do this together. This was a frozen turkey. I let it sit in the refrigerator for at least 5 days. I actually did it for 7 days, but according to the package, it needs at least 5 days. It can stay in the refrigerator for another couple days, which I let it do. And this is a 15.5-pound turkey, so it's quite large. Some people say you shouldn't wash off your turkey in the sink because then it will contaminate the other foods that might come in contact with your sink. But I plan on sanitizing my sink after I wash off my turkey. So if you're going to do that, you should be fine. Some people say if you just put it in the package that, or in the container that you're going to cook it in, the heat will kill off any bacteria, which makes sense. But we're still going to wash it off. That's what we're going to do. So let's get it out of its package and wash it off. Now I want to bring this over to the sink so that I can open it up and do it from there. So at this stage, I preheated my oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and what I'm going to do is a very simple just buttering this, but I'm going to get that butter underneath the skin. So I have some softened butter here. This is just softened at room temperature, and it's about 3/4 of a stick. Now I'm using gloves just to make things a little easier, and you want to get underneath that skin, but try not to break it, and rub it all in there. And then take the rest of the butter and just rub it all over the top of it. So I've taken off one glove because I have some chopped up cilantro. Just going to put it on there. Not a lot, just a little. And then we're going to put this in the oven and just follow the directions on your package. Mine says about 3 hours and 15 minutes to 3 hours and 45 minutes. So here we go. So my turkey took just under 4 hours to cook, and you can see it has this nice golden brown skin, which is perfect. That's what we want. But the most important thing is make sure it's at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit temperature. Stick a meat thermometer in there and make sure. Also, it comes with this little pop-up temperature thing. When it pops up, it tells you it's done. It's at a safe temperature to eat, but I like to check it with a thermometer as well, just to be sure. I let it sit out for about 30 minutes. I just covered it with some foil, and that lets it rest. Now we're going to cut it up. Next up, we need to make our turkey flavoring. And in order to do that, I'm going to do it a bit differently than I did with my turkey flavored ice cream. If you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. I'll put a little card up there. This is going to be a little bit different. And instead of making a puree, we're going to try to make an extract. Now, normally extracts takes weeks to make. This has to be done in an hour. Less than an hour. I saw online there's a way of doing it, and we'll see if it works. So what we need to do is start out with a mason jar here, and I have some pieces of that turkey I made, and I'm really concentrating on the turkey fat and like dark meat, the real flavorful parts. So make sure you get all that fat, put in this jar, as much fat as you can. I have some white meat, but not a lot. Really concentrate on that fat. That fat has all the flavor in it. If you're vegan, turn away now. You probably shouldn't have clicked this. Here we go. So you put that in the jar. You don't have to fill it all the way up, but just put as much as you can in there. You're really just trying to extract all that flavor. So I also have about 1/8 a cup of turkey drippings. That was just drippings from when I was cooking my turkey. It's basically just turkey fat again. Now what I'm going to do is pour in some vodka. Now you don't have to have expensive vodka for this. We just want to pour this in until it covers all that turkey. There we go. Next up, you want to use a pressure cooker for this. And if you have one of those racks that they use for like jarring, it's good to use that, put it in the bottom. I don't, so I'm going to put this metal, it's basically a cracker for ribs, and put that at the bottom just to separate my jar from the bottom a little bit. Put my jar on there, make sure it's on there good. And we want to fill the bottom of this with water, the bottom of your pressure cooker. So it took about 4 cups of water. You don't have to fill a lot. It's just enough to cover the bottom part of your jar. And let's close this down. Turn this on. And we want to cook it on high, full pressure for 40 minutes. So we've had our jar in there, and I've had it in there for about an hour because I wasn't happy with it after 40 minutes. So let's open this up and take a look at it. There you go. You can see that vodka is reduced down, and the heat and cooking it should have cooked out the alcohol. To pull this out, if you have one of those little clamps, you can use that. I'm going to use an oven mitt. Carefully pull it out, and you can kind of see that the coloration, it's mostly clear. It's like a broth, like a chicken broth. That's pretty good. We're going to test it out in just a few minutes though. One of the things we need to do is strain this. So I have a strainer here and just another bowl, and keep my oven mitt on. I'm just going to strain out all that turkey, and we're left with what should be like a turkey broth. Then we're going to let this cool down completely and try it out and see if it tastes like turkey flavoring. So I've let this cool down completely, and to me it tastes a lot like vodka and turkey broth combined. It's not a good taste. I don't want that taste at all. So I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try to boil out the rest of that vodka. So I just have a small pot here, and I'm pouring all this into that pot. We're going to put this over the stove until this reduces down at least halfway. All right, you can see I boiled it down, and we're going to try this out in a minute, but I am going to strain it again another time. Okay, that's perfect. It doesn't have the vodka taste at all. All that alcohol has boiled away, which is perfect. It took about 2 minutes boiling it, and it has no vodka taste. All I taste is turkey. Now what we got to do is start off with a medium bowl, and inside that, I'm going to put these bubble gum pellets, I should say. I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of that in there, and 1 tablespoon of light corn syrup. Now just take this, put this in the microwave 30 seconds at a time, stirring in between. Just give it a stir. All right, so that's our gum paste. Now we got to flavor it. To flavor it, we're going to take our extract, our turkey extract in this case. So I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons of turkey because I really want that flavor to go through. It starts to harden up like mine is. I'm going to put it back in the microwave another 25-30 seconds. Now I think this gum should be yellow. You can color it any color you want or keep it the same color it is there, but I think yellow would be good. And working fast, I'm going to bring in a baking mat here, a silicone mat, and we're going to put 1/2 cup of powdered sugar on here. Just make a little well in the middle. Now just scoop out our bubble gum stuff here. Put it right in the middle. It's quite sticky, but try to scoop out as much as you can. And just to let you know, this is a mess to clean up, by the way. I remember from when I did my Mountain Dew bubble gum that it's messy. Okay, so now you don't want to touch your fingers yet because it's still quite hot. So try to use your spoon or use some sort of stick of some kind to kind of move it around that powdered sugar. And when it gets to the point where you can touch it, which is starting to get to that point, but just be careful not to touch it with your fingers directly. Now we're just going to knead this until it's no longer sticky. Now what we're going to do is roll this out so we can cut it into strips. So there's our turkey flavored bubble gum. What do you say we make cranberry flavor and some other Thanksgiving flavors? Place these in. Do not put the lids on them. Close our lid. We're going to turn it on high pressure and for 40 minutes to an hour. We're going to take a little taste of this now. It's extremely hot, so perfect. No more vodka taste. It tastes like cranberries and a very strong flavor of cranberry. All right, so that's boiled down. Now I'm going to give it a try and see how it tastes. Has a little bit of that corn taste. I taste a lot of butter, actually. All right, so all that's melted down good. Now what we're going to do is add in our cranberry sauce, and I'm going to put about a tablespoon of that in there. This is our concentrated cranberry sauce. That's our flavoring. Mix that in. Use some red food coloring. Now let's give this gum a try and see if it tastes like cranberries. Yeah. I'm impressed. So far we got turkey and we got the cranberry. Hopefully the corn will work out and then we have a whole Thanksgiving meal. Well, as much as we can make, I think. And now I'm going to try it out and see if it actually tastes like corn. I don't have high hopes on this one. I'm not really tasting a lot of corn. I think it's in my mind because I know it's supposed to be corn. I don't know. I don't really taste a lot of it. Not like the turkey and the cranberry sauce one. But it was worth a try. So when it comes to the taste test, I'm going to try this out, but I've tasted each one individually after I made it. The corn doesn't taste a lot like corn, I think, but the turkey did taste like the turkey right here tasted like turkey. The cranberry sauce tasted like cranberry. The corn is the only one that really didn't have a strong flavor. But I'm going to try all three together just to kind of simulate getting my Thanksgiving Day meal in a gum. Yeah, that's weird. All the flavors are together all at once. I can't even distinguish anything now. It's just all kind of mixed together. The cranberry sauce does have a very strong thing, so that's the only one that's really standing out. Okay, we're going to start with this one. Each one take a piece of the gum and go ahead and try it out. It's the same one, same flavor. Obviously, that one doesn't have a color. Chew it and see. What do you think? Can you pick out a flavor? You can't pick out a flavor?
I think it might be like a peppermint type thing.
That make you chew.
No. Okay, that one was corn flavor.
Corn?
Yeah, which is the
Now-
least flavorful one. Now that I said
Now
that.
that you said it, I kind of taste a little bit.
Okay, you get it? All right, so here's the next one, and the color will not tell you what it is.
Okay.
Because... Any clue?
I'm not good at this game.
Do you want a hint?
I'm out. Wait a minute. I tasted something.
I tasted something too that time, but I can't remember what it was.
If I give you a hint, you might be able to pinpoint it. Ready? Something you might find on a Thanksgiving Day dinner plate.
Turkey?
Turkey.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, for the last one, here we go. There we go. Do you know what it is?
I'm not good at this.
I know I'm not.
It's the same hint.
Cranberry?
Cranberry sauce. Yep. Meh.
It's good.
Well, thanks everyone for watching to see how to make our Thanksgiving Day meal in a gum. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy my lickable wallpaper video. Go click on it right here and check it out. Happy Thanksgiving. I saw a way online. The subscribe button if you're not, I can't talk. Decontamination, I can't talk. Let's start over.